Welcome back, everyone, to the second session for the day. This is going to be 90 minutes. This one is going to be live stream because I usually have my 2 o'clock Friday. Um, and the rest of the. Oh, I hear my voice. And the rest is going to be sent to you via recording, via email. I'll try to get on it as soon as possible. So the first day is going to be sent tomorrow. Actually, no, because we have like a full day tomorrow, so I'll send it after the event. Sorry about that. Um, so in the beginning, we in the apparent beginning of the first session, we talked about the the beginning, apparent beginning of separation. That every single apparent moment is a beginning. It's like a genesis, also a an apocalypse of all of these ideas. That there's this wholeness and there's seemingly this separateness, this illusion that cuts through every single moment. There's a persistent illusion. So what's being expressed here, what's being suggested is that um, I thought I would go in a biblical proportion with this event here because we're going to be here for 3 more days. Um, what's being suggested is that the word, in the beginning, I think the word of God said, "Let there be light," is separation. The idea of God, the belief in God, is separation. And the words are very manipulative tools, although they're meaningless. They're really, really meaningless. They're very in the dream, in the illusion. They're a very powerful tool of separation. So words takes meanings, they come almost like some magical powers of something that's completely empty. That's why when if you come to my meetings, I use words and then I flip them around. So I'm going to change the word emptiness into nameless. Maybe the nameless will become zero because they're just words. So what's being expressed here is that the words, the moment that they in the dream, they are become powerful tools of separation. Words can construct and deconstruct beliefs. Words like God, ego, consciousness, awareness are powerful tools of separation. Languaging confirms identity. Since words are very manipulative, this character avoids words and does not really hold on to them. So any words that I say, please do not hold on to them. You don't have any choice anyway. Again, if you understand this, this is it. If you don't understand this, this is also it. Oh, sorry about that. Since words are meaningless, there is this powerful manipulative words. That's why when this character fell away, it did not speak right away because it wanted to in the story anyway. The words that are crafted in this communication. For example, reality. That's a big word. Big word. But that's actually reality is actually just a child of words. Separation is married to words. So any words that come up, any words that become meaningful, any words that evokes some feelings, reinserts that me. It's often said that what's being spoken here is not heard in words. Words, although are very powerful, in the dream, they're also illusory. So let's deconstruct them. Deconstructing words that for example, there's this I am. We're talking about I earlier. The moment that the I is just another word for ego. I think in a different language, I means ego. Ego is another word that has many different meanings. Many different meanings. Every single word has many different meanings. And depending on this apparent separateness, it latches onto a word and it becomes its identity or it becomes its belief. I always say this, that this is a very flimsy illusion, an illusion that's made up mostly of words, suggesting something that is real or not real. What's being exposed here is that the words that are being utilized in talks and everything are devices of separation. But they're also empty. They're also zero. They're also nameless. They're also wordless. That beginning separation, let there be light. Or if you go to spirituality, the first word was Om. It's the same deceptive. It's the same manipulation of separateness. That there's a higher and there's a lower. There's a worthy, there's an unworthy. That there's an enlightenment and non-enlightened. There's an awakened and not awakened. But since these words really don't have any meaning, the power is in the belief in the word. So the belief that I will get enlightened or I will not get enlightened are the same deceptions of illusion. It's a deception in separateness. So when I hear someone say, I understand, the understanding becomes another deception, becomes another kind of form of illusion. Or I don't understand. I get it. I don't get it. It's the same. Since everything is already whole and complete, there's nothing to get and not get. Since everything is already full on this, there's no I don't get this or I get this. Because it's just this. So so the confirming of the identity, the reason that there's this, the languaging, even you know what, somebody will come up with the word, well, there's body mind, the body mind organism. Any kind of like biologist will say that it's actually just this continuum, this whole continuum. There's no body mind separateness. Or the even somebody will say, and there's nothing wrong or right about that, but this is just knowing that there's a brain. That's just another knowing. There is a anything that comes up is just this deceptive ways of separation. There's nothing wrong or right about that. It's just this perfect illusion that just keeps on coming up constantly. So anything that is said, felt, heard, or understood is separation. Even using the classic words or the greatest hits of some well-loved speakers that I love, words like empty fullness becomes somebody's grasping. Or the words unknowing. It becomes someone's, it becomes an identity. It becomes a belief system. So all of these words are just pointing out or just trying to separate what is cannot be separated. And there's nothing wrong or right about that because they're just words. True or false are just words. Evil or good are just words. But I'm going to flip it again. But sometimes words like awareness, consciousness, higher self, pure consciousness, it's very deceptive because there is an attachment to it. There is there's an I that goes underground. It's the me that becomes a higher me, or a separate me, or even the we. See what I'm saying here? Everything, the me, the we, the I, the me, the ego, the mind, are all words of separation. So when it thinks that I can get there, or I am that, or I am awareness, I am consciousness, it's just another deception of separation. It thinks that it's complete or whole, but who's thinking that? Who's attaching to that? Who's claiming that? Who is aware? Who is observing? Who's the witness? That's separation, right? I don't know. But what's being expressed here is that this apparent separateness, there's nothing wrong or right about that, is the illusion. And the root of the illusion pumps out this illusory ideas, beliefs through words. Nothing wrong or right about that. It's just being pointed out that that's what seems to be happening and not happening at the same time. And there's this big discussion. It's really funny when people are really concerned about languaging, but the seeing that every single languaging is a tool of separation. It's like seeing this circular pattern of knowing, of desire, the same thing. Carol and then Rob.